Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pro 632 Radio with Jason and myself. We have Tim McGary joining us a little later. Jason, what's on the agenda for tonight?
Well, we're going to talk about the regular point standings, the Pro Stars standings, which is the last race would be Bristol for this year. Then we'll go, after Bristol, we'll start into the 2026-2027 Pro Star race points for points. Where the food's going to be, return of another driver, and a couple of event things that we want to talk about and get some people more involved into it so they know that we're serious about doing the Southern Outlaw racing. So
Awesome.
whichever
Hey,
one you
before we
want to
go
start
further,
off.
Jason, hang on. Before we go further, if you're on already, like, share, make sure that we push it
Yeah,
to as many people as possible and share the love for the class.
yeah, and make sure you go like and share Shameless Racing, please.
So,
Yeah,
go ahead.
so let's start off. So point standings, man. Uh,
Which
get
one?
that on, get that up on, not that one. Did you get it? Or was that me? There we go. Um, Man, Carson Hoyle did a big jump after Maryland. He was pretty far back, but with a lack of participation from drivers not racing with us anymore. Doug and um, I'm looking at this. Oh, we got the Pro Star ones up. So all right. No,
This is
no,
the
and one. I'm sorry, my bad. So he got a good jump ahead. Going all the way to the finals with it, and I mean that kid is he's either behind me or in front of me right now. So we're in a pretty good battle between me and Carson. Actually, everybody knows that we're all together on a cruise last week, and I was pretty much, kid, get away from me. You're all over me. So there was some shake up there, and obviously, some of them will start coming down as some of them are not racing with us anymore. Jeff Melnick will fall off, and Ed McLemore should move up. Ryan Alderman, he'll fall back. Cameron will come up. Tara will come up. Um, and that should be it for the class. I mean, Corey Terry will come up some, but he'll be with us for the last two races. He's getting his car rewired at the moment. He had some electrical issues when he showed up for the Virginia race. So, but hats off to Carson, man. I mean, he jumped right up. I think he went up. I think he moved up like 3 positions from the previous race.
I mean, when you go to the final round, you get a lot more extra points. So it's intuitive and most important to get every round because every round counts, right?
Yeah, no, every round counts, and at this point, it doesn't take much, to bump around. Um, you know, David Cook Jr. I mean, I'd love to get around him, but he's pretty much 2 rounds ahead of me. Without qualifying points. So we need some shakeups in there, and we got I believe we got 2 shakeups coming for the next race in Bristol. Lexi Tanner she was on a cruise with us, and we had talked about her and a green car coming out to Bristol, and we all know that car can shoot to number one in a heartbeat. With Jeff Pierce, banging on a keyboard on that thing. So I mean, hopefully she comes. She can shake up some points, and the next one that's possibly out there, rumor, Patrick, your car showing up with a different driver.
Hey, uh, it's in the progress of being, let's say, completed. We're got a lot of things we're changing and making changes to. You know, I was already made obligations to myself as I didn't believe the engine was going to be ready, so I couldn't sit around and wait any longer. So I made some changes. However, Larry was like, "Hey, I want to go racing in Bristol." So uh, if
Nope.
they get it finished,
Mind you, the oldest guy out of anybody who's been around doing this before dirt is racing this weekend, wants to drive home, swap cars, get back on the road, and go back out again 2 days later.
that's their love of the game, right? Larry loves it more than anybody here, I believe, combined together. I mean, we all love the racing, but he started at the 200-mile-an-hour club, all those things. Where if we want to run out the back door, we're all going to go over 200 mile an hour with pretty much ease. Where back in the day, it took a lot of work to get to
Yeah.
that 200-mile-an-hour club. So there's not very many milestones left in drag racing for people to reach. I mean, I don't think we'll ever see a 300-mile-an-hour door car, but possible,
I don't think NHRA will allow it, really.
right? So,
but how old is Paul Pell now?
don't get me lying. He's old.
He's what, late 70s?
Something like 78, I think it was last time. 79. I don't know. He still acts like he's 12, so that's all that matters.
He can outwork the majority of us. I can tell you that.
All day, every day.
You know. But so we got that going on, and so hopefully could have 2 spoilers coming in. We also have Tim McGary supposed to be showing up. Hopefully he'll be on the show here shortly. He's just waiting to get the just noticed my laptop wasn't plugged in. I'm sorry about that. He's waiting to get home from work and traffic, so he'll bug in here. We'll get the real story from him. Oh, there he is, just talking shit about him, and he shows up.
Well, hey, before we get to Tim, you were talking about points and stuff,
Yep.
and the Pro Stars. Let's add this to the stage. The Pro Star event is, this is the last race to get into the Pro Stars, and Jeff Pittman, he's solid. JC solid. Carson, yourself. We know Jeff Melnick isn't racing, so he's going to be bumped out. Mr. Hood's there. David Hood Jr., Brian Klaus.
Brian will get
is he going to race or not? That's a
no.
If Brian shows up,
Brian will get bumped out. Well, you know what? You're looking at the points. It's Brian will get bumped out by Ed, or bumped back by Ed, and then so Ed's going to go right by Kyle and Brian. So Ed should end up in 7th, so at least one spot open. And if you go down the list, that still leaves Brian available if he can get a car together for the Pro Stars. If not, the next one in line possibly could be Tara Jarvis.
Yep.
She's still racing. So as far as I know, they are not coming to Bristol.
But, that's what the note said, that they weren't showing up. But let's hope for the best, and they actually do. So.
But this last race will round out where everybody ends up in Pro Stars. And for people who don't know what Pro Stars is, it's kind of a takeoff of what NHRA has, and it's a race within a race, as you see by the list on the screen. Bristol will be the last for 2026, and then we will move forward. To I got a message going across my screen. Get sidetracked. We'll move forward, and we'll start off again in Virginia. No, not Virginia. My bad. Galat.
Carolina.
Yeah, Galat will start off. That'll be the beginning. That'll be the first race.
Hey, can we call Galat back Galat again, seeing all the shenanigans of it?
VMP is VMP, and Galat is Galat, and although listen, everything we've heard and all the stuff you read on the internet, and luckily for me and Patrick, we don't jump on the bandwagon of social media bashing, which is great on our end, because it can backfire on you pretty damn quickly. Justin Swanstrom got paid today. He showed his check, so, but people screaming up and down that, whatever's going on over there, that the man's broken, he ain't paying. Well, Justin got paid today. He's got a check.
Well,
he posted it.
The comments was, is that check going to bounce?
Yeah, but here's the thing. In Florida, a lot of people don't realize this. If you write a check to a person in Florida and it's bad, it is a federal offense, and a warrant automatically gets issued to you. All you have to do is to take that check back from the bank to the sheriff's department, and they will automatically write up a warrant for your arrest. So, all it takes is a speeding ticket. So they're good at that, But other than that, so that's what we got for Pro Stars and stuff. You want to get Tim in on here? And
well, he's on here. Did he unmute himself now?
No, he didn't. He's still muted.
No, I unmuted.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there you are.
I thought I was watching like an old movie, and your lips were moving, and I was waiting for the caption to come up. So
I know how to operate the computer.
Oh well, thank you.
No problem.
Hey, that's a plus around here.
Yes, it can be a challenge.
So it's been a while since we had you on, and
Yeah.
it's been almost 3/4 of a season went by. And why don't you give us the updated lowdown of the Mustang?
Yeah. So as you guys know, building a new car has its trials and tribulations. We were trying to get out to test at Dragway 42 last weekend, and we were trying to do the startup. I think it was Thursday evening, and no go. We did get it to run Friday morning, so I was still trying to get out to test Saturday, and I think it was 3 a.m. Friday night when we were doing the warm up and putting it in gear for the first time. And I called it quits for the night when it shot trans fluid out the side of it. I didn't shut out the lights out here. I didn't clean up the puddle of trans fluid. I just went to bed.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're real close. I'm down to some little nitty gritty stuff now. Zeus fasteners on the hood. And we just did the alignment, got the caster camber, toe set. I did the rear suspension the day before. So we're really close. We just need to get it out and test it.
What
So
caused
what was the reason for the transmission puking? Got hot?
No, the dump valve wasn't tight.
Yeah, that'll happen.
4 finger tight bolts equals fluid's going to shoot out of there.
And I
Hot
also
fluid, too.
learned about a dump valve is that it does weep a little bit of fluid.
Yeah.
So if you got the pressure side going in and you don't have the return tightened fully, it will leak a little bit of fluid through that thing. Yeah, I learned that. I made my own mess with a dump valve recently. But, well, that's good. I mean, we've seen the pictures, spy photos from courtesy of Ed McLemore,
Yep.
and everything. So are you going to make Bristol?
No, I seriously doubt it's still going to take a miracle. With pictures you saw, it was at my friend Jason's full throttle signs and graphics getting wrapped and the vinyl roof done. We got that done maybe a week and a half or so ago, and I've had it back here trying to get everything finished up. Some work stuff came up, and I have to work Thursday morning next week. So
Okay.
it would take a miracle for me to make it out there. But like I said, I haven't got tested yet either, and I don't want to make the trip not tested.
I did.
I know. I would love.
I went all the way to Bowling Green.
and drive 9 hours with an untested car, but we need to get it down the track at least a couple laps to make sure that the chutes come out and the brakes work and stuff like that.
Well, that's what
those
Thursdays
are the key ports, right? To be able to stop. You weren't on before, but we just got the engine back from mine and we're putting it together. And if it fires up and it's got fluid in it by Tuesday, I'm pretty sure the Instinct Clan will have it turned around and just driving up there. I was like, I told them I didn't want to go race unless I had it on the hub dyno, tested everything. They're like, screw it. We're just going to do it like we used to. Test it on the racetrack.
I had some other issues that I had to overcome when I was doing the rear suspension. We find out that the wishbone needed a little bit cut off of it. It was just a little too wide to get the rear end centered. So we had to cut a little off that, and that took a day or two. But, like I said, we worked through most of the issues now, and we're ready to go test soon.
That's awesome. Good. I mean, there's a lot to it. And then I'll be honest with you, you'll have more to do as you run the car.
Yep.
Like for me was, as we gone faster and we changed setups in a car, then I found out that my my sway bar. No, not my sway bar. I have to apologize, everybody. We have a sick dog in the house, and I have not slept in 3 days. I literally take like a 2.5 hour nap. When he finally settles himself down at 3 o'clock in the morning, I take a couple hour nap and I go to work and work all day and come home. So I am, you can see it in my face, I am dead tired, and my brain is a big fog at the moment. So my anti-roll bar, the links were too short initially. So I made them longer. And then now as the car got faster and everything started to work better, the last race we were bottoming out on the anti-roll bar. So I had to put the short ones back in. But this is stuff that you find when, the car comes out, it goes on the stands. Well, actually, I have dollies. My car goes on dollies, so I can move it around.
He's fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so expensive to make them. So I can move it on. So I got it on, and I'm looking, I'm cleaning, and I go, what's hitting here? What's this shiny piece of metal? And I'm like, oh, okay.
My roll bar bottoming out on the chassis.
Yeah, and so it was ironically how the way it was is I had taken the shocks out too to send them back to get revalved at Kinetic with Chris Bell, And so it was easy for me to just put the stand underneath the rear end, jack it up, turn the race pack on, and see what the number was on the deal when it bottomed out. And I was like, okay, go back to the race pack, look at the data, and go, how many times did it go above that, and just stop? And you're like, yeah,
Never went above that.
who would have thunk, you know?
Yeah.
So we get that straightened out. And I did the same. I mean, we resquared the back of the car this time around, but you'll find a lot of stuff as you go through it. And like, yeah, I don't like this here. I don't like that. One of my pet peeves, and I've been driving a car now for like 3 years and I haven't fixed it yet, and I have to, is when I pull my chute, there's no stop. So I can pull the cable right out of the sleeve. So this doesn't go back. I got to feed it back in. So that's another thing. It's on the list to do, but just never gets done. Right.
Yep.
So you'll always find stuff that you'll want to change, want to do. One of the biggest things for me was the floor pan that went up against the mid plate. When that converter's whipping around in there, it'll actually build enough pressure to knock that floor piece down. Even though air wouldn't come in, every time I'm going to eat the car, I was like push down a little bit. So I push it back up. And then finally I just put a piece of aluminum across the bottom. So it had something to sit on. So there's always stuff that, I mean, with a new car, headers, like the headers rub because when it was built, the suspension was hanging.
Right.
So it turned fine.
So your tires hit your headers?
And you go to turn and the tires rubbing on the header pipe. So it's just a lot of things that, you know, it is what it is, and you move on, you go along with it, but you'll find some stuff. Sorry to hear that you're not going to make it to Bristol. We were hoping to get you out there.
Yeah, I'm hoping to make it also, but it'll definitely be the last 2 races. We'll get it tested and make those last 2.
You know, testing's overrated, really.
Yeah.
It's just run on your rods, so you might as well just not do it and just show up.
You know what I've spent building a new car, protecting that investment.
We all spent that much money.
I just said that. You know what I've spent on building a new car, and I'm protecting that investment.
You know, it's I didn't even drive my car the first time. That's even worse. I mean, Matt drove my car, and I had one wire messed up on it. So, and ironically, over the years, it was 2 years ago, everybody was leaving on nitrous. So it was like that was the kick, was to leave on nitrous. Well, when I first put the car together, it was leaving on nitrous, and Matt was like, "This thing's an animal." And then Clay's like, "You know, there's flames coming out when you're on the trans brake," and I wish I remember how I did it, but I don't, because it would have been a lot easier than the way Brandon Schweitzer described how we have to do it. But I swapped the wire around and it stopped, you know, and it was leaving on motor, and you know what I mean? It'd go on the trans brake on motor, and then nitrous would come on after. Yeah, you get those little things. I think it was like the first time it ran on nitrous, it blew the fuse, the main fuse in the car, because I have a main fuse in it. It blew the main fuse. And I always still wanted to race, so I stuck a nut in it in place of the fuse to make the connector. Probably took me about 3 months to remember to change it, to put a fuse back in it. Yeah, but this you'll always find stuff with that, you know. I mean, Patrick's done it plenty of times, you know.
More than once.
You've gone through 3 cars in less than 2 years, 2 seasons of racing. You changed cars, right?
Ish.
Yeah.
I got my red car still, what the wheel is, and I have that car. Yeah, but it is what it is.
So that's not quite building a new car, but it's a new car.
I would like to have a new car for sure.
No.
Lightweight, perfectly designed for a 632, just to drive all over you, Jason, and just make laps and have fun.
Whatever. Bring it on. Bring it on. I still got to collect money.
Yeah, you do.
I'm taking in trade with Ed for food.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you know.
So Tim,
yeah,
so everything's ready. Got it fired up again after all the shenanigans of just saying screw it and walking out the door.
Yep. Yeah, got all that ready. Timing set. Yeah, it's pretty much everything's ready to go. And I have a short list of, like I said, some Zeus's for the hood and a few other nut and bolt things that we need to finish up.
You got any other photos that's of it done, video running?
I will absolutely send them to you guys. Yep.
So we can post them up.
Is that a carbureted car or fuel injected?
No, it's fuel injected.
Who's fuel injection using?
It's Fuel Tech.
Okay.
Come on, Jason. The Fuel Tech.
The 600 or the 700?
It's a 700.
Okay.
His dash is like
It's
that
big.
big.
Yeah.
Is it?
You got the reverse camera in there too, so you can see when you're backing up.
Oh, I'm all into all the technology, Patrick. Of course, we got the reverse camera.
Yeah, you can put cameras in it and everything, Jason.
I got a reverse camera. It's called Matt. Matt's my reverse camera.
We actually set this car up to tow, kind of like Gary Hood. We're not pushing it; we're towing it
Oh, you're gonna pull it with a strap
from the roof.
Yeah, you do that a couple of times, and then you go on a push bar.
The issue with the tow strap is the
Crash.
idiot on the golf cart or the four-wheeler, and you have your foot on the brake and they yank on it and it cracks your windshield or snaps the tow bar a little bit.
Yep. Or when the person unclips it from the roof and they let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And hits the
perfect.
person driving the golf cart.
And it goes down the hood. Oops, sorry. Yeah.
Or you try to cross over and it pulls the hood scoop off because you turn too tight.
The golf cart stops faster than the car.
Yeah.
You'll go to a push bar. The only hard part about the push bar is the backing up part. But you can't back up with a tow strap, right?
Right.
So
Pull it backward.
It's a gift to be able to back a car up with a push bar. A lot of people have a hard time. Sometimes I get stupid about it after all the years I've been doing it, but I get stupid about it and forget about it.
I mean, it does take some of that out of there, right? So you don't have to worry about the car rolling. You put the tow car in park.
Yeah.
Car isn't going to roll anywhere. So there's some advantages to it.
Yeah, and in a golf, like especially when you're pulling, like when you're strapping it, you got to put the golf cart's got to go so far up into the turn before it turns, where the golf cart just follows the car. There's advantages to it, but then again, you don't have to drive around with a pole on a golf cart. That's the only I hate that.
You're just trying to show off how big you are, with your little pole.
My little pole. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, so where you gonna test before you head to Galat?
Oh, like I said, we were trying to go to Dragway 42. We have a local track. It's just a little bit too much cars for the local track. So we may go to Cecil County. We may go to Empire Dragway. Anywhere that has a test and tune that has decent enough prep, good safety safari.
How far away are you from those?
Cecil County is 3 hours exactly. Empire, just a little bit longer. Dragway 42 is about 4 hours.
So you got some driving to do no matter what or where you go to. It's a long day.
If the local one, you can run 330 at the local one, I would. Out the back is out the back. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We ain't got enough steam to worry about gaining anything out the back. You ain't got it covered in the first 330. It's tough. Very few cars can pull hard out the back. Unless you're Greenbrier's Pro Stock Camaro there or Jeff Pittman. It's that lockup thing. They pull like anything out the back. When if you just regular turbo 400 car, I would go 330 and get that part done. You're already licensed and everything, right?
No, I have to get a license yet.
No, you can do that. You can do that on Thursdays.
Yep.
You're gonna get a PDRA license.
Oh, I was going to do an NHRA.
Oh, if you get jammed up and you just do the PDRA one while you're there, it's quick and simple and easy.
Sure.
And it's not that much money. And Vinny, they'll take care of it right there that day, and you'll be good to go. So if you get jammed up and you can't make it to get the passes in and get the signatures and the physical and all that crap that you got to have for it, and even if you started the process and sent the paperwork into NHRA and you got proof of that you did that, I'm pretty sure PDRA will honor that you sent it in. Because once you got the 3 passes and you've done it, you've done it.
Yeah.
And then there's plenty of us that if you didn't make it to NHRA and you needed the license and they pushed a point, there's plenty of us there that'll sign for you at PDRA.
The biggest thing holding me up right now is I don't have a truck and trailer yet. When I started
What do you
building
mean?
cars,
You bought the horse and no truck and trailer?
I sold my truck and my
No,
trailer
he
while
got
building the car.
he's got the wagon without the horse, buddy.
Yep.
You know, you can go places with the horse. You just can't go places without a wagon. With the wagon.
Yeah, so friends have been offering to take me out testing. You know, like I said, we were going to go Dragway 42, and my good friend Eric from Morning Glory Motorsports was going to chauffeur me out there. And you know, I have other friends offering to take me out testing also.
Okay.
But we're working on getting a tow rig.
Now, is it you want to do a truck and a trailer or a toter and a trailer?
I would love to be like you, Jason, and have a 600 horsepower toter and a trailer stacker, but
Listen,
I'm on a budget right now, so it's going to be like a Class A and a 30-foot without front cabinets.
wow, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
It's going to get us to the track.
Sometimes, like the local stuff that we're trying to do down in Florida, I really like the day stuff. It's stupid for me to bring a toter home and a stacker trailer to go race for the day.
But
not going to put a money up.
Toter homes and trailers don't win races.
No, they don't.
Race cars do.
But they help save hotel money to buy more parts to win races.
I don't know. I mean, the gas for your toter or the fuel for your toter home versus 30 miles for a pick 'em up truck.
Fuel?
Here comes the gas card comment.
Fuel?
Everybody knows a friend that has a trucking business. Get a gas card from them. It did work.
Landscape guy, something. You know, everybody knows somebody the problem is you're an engineer, so you're not like in that realm of people, right?
Right. I do have some friends that have some trucking companies though.
Hit them up. You got 3 friends, get 3 cards, use one, once, they only get banged twice a year for 6 races. That's what I would do.
Hey, Tim, so let's change subject. So go ahead and get your truck trailer combination, get it all tested and tuned. You going to make it down for a race down there?
Absolutely. Yeah. For to Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, I told you guys I've been following for 5 or 6 years, and it was still big then, right?
Yeah.
I was watching you guys race down there, and I love Florida. Former motocross racer. We couldn't wait for winter to go to Florida. So I'm all about coming to Florida and race with you guys. That's why I built the car. I wanted to come to Street Nationals. I wanted to come to Snowbirds. When I thought that I was getting the car done, a couple years ago, we thought we would be coming to Snowbirds, and that's when they dropped it. But yeah, for sure, I'm going to come to Florida.
So that's a good segue, Jason, to this image here. Not that one. This one. We wanted to talk about they posted up the World Street Nationals thing on Facebook the other day, and of course some of us started saying, hey, make sure you add the Southern Outlaw 632 class to it. And what we want you to do is each and every one of you tag it, say, hey, we want to race. The key is numbers and actual people showing up, because a lot of us racers say we're going to do something, and life has different stories for us. We go to the club and drink too much the night before instead of showing up to the races. What are you thinking, Jason?
I'm right along with it. So when I posted it up, sometimes my fingers are faster than my brain, and I posted it up, and I was like, and I'll go back and I edit it, and basically what we'd like you to do is to go to their page, not our page. Go to Orlando Speed World, find that post, click on it, put on there 632, Southern Outlaw 632. Just put something that says 632, and that way they know we're serious. I mean, we just sent another set of emails back over to them. I'm trying to get more of a definite answer. I think we have 14 cars so far on the list, I believe, to come. Steinbeck's coming over from Mountain Motor Pro Stock. He just bought a motor. Billy Wagner from Pro Stock is coming with a car. They're looking at buying a motor. So there's cars being done to come race with us, and and I think we get more if we had more positive feedback from the tracks, right? So right now everything's just kind of like we cried wolf so many years and cars didn't show up. So we gotta beat that stigma that we have, hanging over us. And in the email I actually posted, I stated, like, if we have to pre-buy our tech cards to prove that we're going to show up, I'm sure we'll gladly do it. I mean, I know I would, and then I'm sure, a lot of us would. At least the local people, it's easier for them. Pennsylvania, it's not so bad. You don't have really that many mountains to come through, but the people farther north are like, they get a snowstorm, they ain't going to come, and I don't blame them dragging a trailer through the hills.
Those hills are pretty rough.
Yes, they are. Been there, done it, got the T-shirt. So we just need you to, to do that. And I'll tell you what, we had him on the show, Jason Stewart, and that guy has just been phenomenal at reposting everything we post and tagging other people in it, which is tremendous. Our numbers are growing on Race 632 because of stuff like that. The money we spent on videos from the last race. We can't do none. Oh, well, we can do videos this race, but it's going to have to be probably racer done, and then maybe send the footage to Kyle for him to do the editing and everything else, just because Kyle can't make it due to he's got jury duty. So with that, so we got that going on there, World Street. Obviously, we're locked in for this one here. Got to remove one to add one. Hold on. I'm not as savvy. Here we go. Fall Brawl, DRC, Drag Racing for a Cure. David Pike, can't thank him enough to opening the door and getting us a foot in on the first winter race. Even though Tim says, oof, we're racing with bracket class, but we are the only heads-up class. And at the end of the day, when you look at that lineup, we're probably the fastest class there.
Hey, Jason, it's a AI generated.
One paper. More line of code in the AI would have made it all happen. One more sentence.
Nope. Hey, Tim. Hey, you send me the best picture shot you got of your car.
Yeah.
And I will use it for a promotional for Race 632 or Pro Southern Outlaw 632 being at the DRC. How about that?
Good.
All right. Well, hey, we'll have corrected spelling and punctuation for you too.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Did you see my comment back to you? I was like something like Celeste read it, laughed her ass off. She goes, "Where'd you get that?" I go, I was fuming when he posted that. I'm like, dude, we got a place to race. What do you care about? I'm like, I don't care. I'll put me behind mud trucks. I don't care. But I was like, engineers are like Siri. They always have the right spelling and correct something. And she just laughed about it. I'm like, God damn it. Be so negative. Come on, man.
That wasn't negative. That was me just getting under you.
Right. But, again, thank you to David Pike, man. He's been, behind the scenes trying to help us out, get moving forward, and reciprocate back to him, please, for for the 550 class. So if you see something where he's trying to move 550 into maybe snowbirds, or maybe try to get back into U.S. Street Nationals, like it, push it, 550 index. I mean, he's a big proponent for that class. And like a lot of us, top sportsman 550 and Pro 632, we got booted out of the winter series for, little gangsters that don't even seem to be little gangstering anymore anywhere. They got kind of quiet. So let's be the next up and coming class. And I know right now we're under and behind, Mountain Motor Pro Stock. That's like they're pushing. And believe it or not, in a business sense, that's our competition. Little Gangsters and Mountain Motor Pro Stock. Yep. So you got cars that pretty much, us and Mountain Motor Pro Stocks pretty much look the same. They almost run the same, hot weather, they'd run right with us. In hot weather, cold weather, they probably walk away from us in a cold,
Yeah. They're a little O.
Yeah. They'll be O somethings. We'll probably be like a 10 or 11, maybe an 09 or an 08. But other than that, so that's our competition market wise. And I think we got a better show marketing wise than 632 does. I mean, than Pro Stock does. So that's yeah, right. We're racing against ourselves. So then I told you I was tired, and bear with me. And I think that's what we have to compete against. As far as a marketing standing point for us, it's if you were a track owner and you were going to have 632 of Mountain Motor Pro Stock, which one do you think they're going to take?
632.
I would like to think that way
because we have a little bit more diverse type of cars versus the Mountain Motor Pro Stock car. They're all
Mustangs and Camaros.
Mustangs or a Camaro, and a Cobalt here or there.
Well, it's the same. I mean, what's the diversity in we got Mustangs and Camaros?
We got Mustangs, Camaros. We got a pickup truck. We got a Corvette.
A Duster.
We got a Duster.
Is the Duster going to show up?
Hey, said the Duster said he's going to show up hopefully at Bristol.
Really? Okay. All right. Troy's like, they all run the same, haven't changed in 20 years. That's because nobody's done enough. No, Troy, nobody's done another set of cylinder heads in 20 years. that's that in a nutshell. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But nice to see you on there tonight, Troy. And that's it. I mean, that's our competition for that stuff. I'm excited for the fall brawl. And the only thing is in my head, guys and girls, we're going to go to the fall brawl. I hope we have 8 to 10 cars, maybe more. 8 to 10 cars would be good for a first race. And then, but by then it's too late for somebody else to go, shit, did you see the 8 to 10 cars or 12 to 15 or whatever, how many cars they had at the DRC race? Because
the next race is the following week, almost 2 weeks away.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks away. So it'd be too late to promote us on the card. So talked to Chris Nelson earlier. I was hoping he was going to make the show tonight, but he's been moving houses actually into a new house. So he new to him. So, but he had a lot of insight earlier on a phone call that the amount of attention that we're dragging into Southern Outlaw is, he said it's a good positive thing. The amount of people are paying attention, the amount of people asking questions. I know I probably field, at first it was a lot, but average on now probably like 5 to 10 phone calls a week from different people that I never talked to before. The friends list on social media is going crazy. And every time I go, before I click, I kind of like the FBI, do a background check before I allow you into my life, because you never know what's going on. And I look and it's somebody with a hood scoop and and fat tires on the back of a car, and I'm like, you never know, could be another one. Okay, and you go from there. Yeah, I mean, I'm still positive about it. I'm still excited about it. I may not see it. I'm under the weather. You can hear I'm nasally, ear infection. My dog's keeping me up. I don't know what's going on with him. It's probably getting closer to the end than anything else with him. Had him for 15 years. He's been my ride or die partner. People know me from other aspects of outside of car racing. I mean, he's a pretty popular little dog with his own little Facebook page, and he's been faster in boats than most people, and right on the thigh of my leg during Daytona Bike Week on my big chopper. So he's that one little cool little dog, and he's just at the moment struggling. I mean, he's blind and he's deaf, but he's still got a heartbeat and his tail wags. So what do you do with it? You know what I mean? So he's just been a little restless the last 3 nights. It's just raising hectic on me, and I got a lot of stuff to do because I don't even have a car yet to go. Tim's got more of a car to go to Bristol than I do right at the moment.
His is together, yours is apart.
Motor tomorrow. I mean, hats off to Daryl Hameetman. I mean, he pumped out 2 632 motors in less than a month for me and Patrick. Plus, he did 2 Super Cat motors for the offshore race. That's in Michigan, Michigan City, Indiana. So, I mean, and he's just a 2-man show between him and Dylan, and obviously his wife works the office, Heather. So hats off to them for banging out all that work and everything else. And then we got center sections for Bristol being done while I'm doing them. Got some wrong parts shipped to me, so I'll get the right parts by Friday. Shocks will be here tomorrow.
So
yeah.
Jason, we'll just cut it short. You got a lot of stuff to do in a few days,
Yeah.
in work and all that other stuff. Hey Tim, so
Yeah.
where's your engine from?
It's BES. Bischoff built it.
Okay.
Yep. Mikey Weiner and Uncle Tony built it together.
Okay, awesome. And we know the fuel tech system on there, nitrous system.
It's from Brandon Schweitzer.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. It's got a Rosler Turbo 400 trans.
Got that secret first gear ratio in it?
It might.
With 42 internal and external dump valves on it.
Nope, we only got one dump valve right now. We got capabilities for two, but we're going to start with one. It's got a Neil Chance billet, non-lockup converter.
See, I got a dump valve at the house. I just haven't even plugged it in or hooked it up yet. And I was thinking about doing that, trying to understand what's going to be the best way to actually hook that up.
Yeah, Rosler has a pretty innovative dump valve that's called their Boss Lock, I think, and it has adjustable pressures. It's a really trick little unit. Goes right on the servo cover.
Seen it, contemplated it, then just went with a regular valve. I actually have, like, if anybody wants to try one, I probably have an extra one or two in the trailer that's brand new in the packages from different companies.
Are you dumping into the pan, Jason?
No, tailstock.
Okay.
Yep. Slide the yoke out, put a vacuum cleaner in there with a rag, and start drilling. As per the boss at ATI. He did it right in the pit. He said, "Don't be scared." JC's dug that drill bit right through that thing and threaded it, and that was it. But yeah, I had a question for you, Tim, and I got sidetracked in my brain. Dump valve is a crutch.
Indeed, it is. You should only be
I
turning
thought there was 3 of them on that.
So it's trying to leave on nitrous in a 2-step.
I thought that car had like 3 or 4 dump valves on it.
Cool. Doug's?
Yeah.
It does. You know it does. He's not saying nothing. He's probably laughing at the screen right now. So you got the Rosler in there, right?
Yep.
Man, I don't know why I got stumped on what I was going to ask you. Fuel injection. You're whatchamacallit, fuel tech. And you said Schweitzer did your stuff?
He did, yep.
Nitrous?
Yep. Yeah, we built it for 2 kits. It's set up for 1 right now, but it's an easy changeover on a weekend for a second kit. As I told you guys earlier, I tried to make the car versatile. We have that Warriors Outlaw race series up here. And when you guys were talking about Jake Nauman, I posted Warriors. You said I couldn't. You said, Jason, I can't remember what Jake runs. That's what it is. It's called Warriors Outlaw, and that's the whole reason why I've mentioned a smaller tire weight break. There's probably another 4 cars, and Jake will tell you this, that are perfect 632 cars that run Warriors right now, but they're on a 3310.5.
Well, Jake's on a radio, so
yeah. Yeah, he's on. He's on the radio, and it's like, I just don't want so many rules that it gets too hard to decipher it. That's right. My thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, Jake's going to come out there and just run laps on us anyways on a radio tire. So
but you got to remember too, like he's used to running on a 40 on a 44 jet. Now he's down to a 40. So how much? Troy would know the answer. How much does that knock the wind out of him?
Troy, right. Answer.
In 5, 4. So he's used to running on that. But I mean, I like to see a lot of the older cars. Hopefully a lot of the older cars show up for the Winter Series stuff. That's what's basically was based around, was to get them cars. Tukey and JP and there's a few other ones out there to come race with us. Local track. So in Florida, there's 2 possibility local tracks. Well, one definitely, and a second one. Obviously, the first one is with Mr. David Swallow at Iamockley, and support building a drag in Felda, Florida. So it's just north of the old Iamockley place. It's on the West Coast. For me, it's 84 miles, which is relatively short ride compared to going to Orlando or a Bradenton run. There's a petition on that link. If you go on there and you sign it, obviously the more signatures you get, the better off they are. I don't think this is an if thing. I think it's going to happen there. I know Mr. Swallow would put his best effort into making it a very profound track. Iamockley was great. It did a lot of great racing there. They had Mike Farquhar put on a couple of big bracket races there in the last couple of years or so. The biggest thing for us at Iamockley was it really wasn't made for a 4.0 car. So we didn't go there. So as in last week's conversation, if you listen to that live stream, this track here will be more suited for all of us. And the second one is the RPM group with the NHRA is looking at I believe it's another 80 acres, and it's in sugarcane land. So it's in the middle of the state, probably farther north of Felda, Florida. I don't know exactly of it, but it's been out there that they're working with that county to bring in a NHRA track there. The sad part about it is, at the end of the day, we have one right here in West Palm that is just sitting and depleting, with nobody doing anything with it. And I would think some bones are better than no bones when you're building something. Unless that group is just out of their mind on what they're trying to ask for it. I'll sidestep and give my opinion. I think the state should just take it over, eminent domain, for money owed, tax-wise and whatever reason why, and just give it to a group of people to do something with. It's a great dream, but I think that's just the way, because it's just sitting there. And there's a bunch of race cars sitting right outside that racetrack because they were all built because the track's right there. But that's with that, local. So, go on that link on the other one there for Mr. Swallow, like it, share it, sign a petition for it, and we can hopefully get that one moving forward. And obviously, David is the sponsor for the Southern Outlaw Series, so that helps him out to help us out even more. And maybe we get to race there in a year or two. I don't know. I would think you can get a lot of stuff done if you have a lot of money. And I don't want to fall back on Mr. Cuddle, but if you have a lot of money and you get the right people and you have the way to move the pieces on the board correctly at the right time, you can get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time. So yeah, hopefully that'll be another track and another option for 2027, 2028 season. Obviously it won't be next year, but we'll go from there. Bristol food, everybody, will be catered by Mr. Ed McLemore, and it would be it's going to be a barbecue from a restaurant, and they're bringing it in. So remember, Thursday night at 7:00, Ed McLemore's Pit. Make sure you bring an empty stomach and fill up on that. Sorry, Tim ain't going to be there to have some, but I was all excited. I thought we were going to get a piece of that Mustang at the next race, but I'll have to wait to Georgia. And then that's about it.
North Carolina, Jason.
Oh, sorry.
North Carolina.
Georgia.
All right.
Bear with me.
Georgia, too. I like Georgia also. Hey, that was a really cool show with David last week. I've heard that name for years. There's others that you guys should think about. Maybe bringing on Alan O'Brien. I've heard that name. I've seen him, but never.
He will never come on.
No,
he is not he's not in the spotlight person.
Okay. How about some of the former racers, Patrick? You're friends with the Insolence. Could you guys get Jordan to come on? Could you guys entice
Jordan to come on? No issues.
Lonnie Pluchino, So just
I don't
get
know
some
about that one.
retrospective folks.
Johnny won't come. He's too much of a pro stock guy now.
Yeah, he likes to talk about his past, though.
You know,
Yep.
you know, Celeste actually mentioned Amber Franklin.
Yeah.
You know, a past champion of the class. You know what I mean? And probably could do. You know, maybe someone could throw this out there is do an Amber and Ashley show. You know, the past and the future coming in, because she will be here with us next year.
I was kind of thinking alumni, but yeah, that would be cool also.
You know, but yeah, I mean, he was. It was funny because he's there, and the way he set his whole self up, and he's giving his whole spiel, and I'm looking, I'm like, he's reading from a paper, and he was going to town. You don't think so, Patrick?
Hey, we had the pre-show conversation. I said, hey, can you just say that the same way you did before? That'd be a perfect reel, because he was awesome. You know,
no, he was prepared.
He was there, all there, ready to go. So
half the time, me and you are whipping this thing together 8 minutes before we go on the show. It's like, we ain't got time. You know, it's just been so busy the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks between the two of us. It's been a whirlwind of stuff to get all this stuff done and have enough attention for just one thing. You know, people, you don't understand how much that Southern Outlaw thing is consuming me and Patrick's time. Dumb idea I had, I guess. You know what I mean? Well, so hopefully it all pans out. You know, it was like he knew it was
dumb.
If
we don't try. It's only dumb if we don't try.
I know. You know what I mean? I was just like, I'll say it again. We got off that show with Nicole, and me and him always stay on after everybody gets off, and we have a quick bullshit session. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And we are. We're doing it so far. One race in, and you know, 3 more to find.
If anybody got some contacts with Gainesville, you know, I've been trying to reach out to them several times, phone calls, emails. Ain't got nothing back yet. Let me know.
Yep, and I'm still waiting for a phone call from Don over at South Georgia. And I've already had email transcripts with Bradenton and Orlando. Okay. So,
well, hey, Jason, I think we can
keep
it there.
Done. I'm fried
for the night. Hey, Tim. Hey, thank you for joining us tonight.
You
ain't say much. We need you to talk more and just to BS about it a little bit. Sorry your car pissed tranny fluid all over you and made you shut the doors for the night. But once again, hey, thank you for joining us. Hey, I might be there with you in, where did he say, South Georgia? No, North Carolina for the next race. Not Bristol, but North Carolina for the next one.
What do you mean maybe? You better be there.
Hey, you know, work is work, and sometimes it pulls me away, just like Tim. You know, life is we want to do what we want to, but sometimes we got to pay our bills. So
we're not going to war, so you should be there.
We're already in war, aren't we?
We're in a scuffle.
Whatever. But anyway,
2 street punks hit each other across the sidewalk. That's all it is right now.
With that said, hey, I want to say thank you to Shameless Racing. Mr. Swallow, he was on earlier today, dropped off, got called away. Thank you for joining the show in
always
everything you do for us. Procom ELS. We have Doug Cook with Mark Williams Enterprises on supporting the Pro 632 class in the PDR. I appreciate everything they do for that.
Hey, time out right there. Hold on 1 second. I have to say something about this. I ain't going to chase it down. So I bought a product from Mark Williams over the week. And Travis is the guy I dealt with. Very knowledgeable kid. And I bought the part. The part came in. Obviously, there was no problems with it. 2 days later, I got a small little envelope. Didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, somebody's inviting me to some party or wedding or whatever. Not a divorce, because we never get invited to that shit, right? The good stuff. So I opened it up, and it basically was a thank you letter note from Travis for buying parts from Mark Williams Enterprises. And, you know, it was just like a thank you thing. I was like, you know what? That's a pretty neat thing to do. I mean, how many parts do you sell? I mean, does it go out the first time you buy a part from a company, or does that go out every time it goes out? You know what I mean? Whether it's, you know, computer generated or not, somebody still had to process it, and it still had to get picked up and still had to go to the mailbox.
It had to be paid for that. There's 30, 40 cents or whatever to do it.
I thought, let me see if I can find it real quick. Give me a second.
Oh, Lord. Here he goes. While we're waiting on Jason, you have anything else?
It wasn't long. I'm already here.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
So I got this little note from Mark Williams, right? And basically just says, Travis, I ain't going to try to spell his last name, and it gives his direct numbers and fax numbers. And it says, just to note that thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you. We constantly strive to earn your continued confidence and goodwill. Please call us whenever you have, further assistance. Mark Williams Enterprise. So it came in a nice little, thank you piece of paper. And I was like, that's a nice touch. I mean, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars with people and didn't get a little note in the mail saying, hey, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, Jason, you talking about that, I think Tim McGay said it once before, and there's something we have to do for our sponsors and those who are supporting us too. They were giving them like fancy little trophies, because he was sponsoring so many classes and stuff. Okay. He's like, man, all these years I got these little fancy trophies for all the classes. Then I got a thank you card. Then I got nothing. So I think it's key to make sure you appreciate those who support you and do things that you do, whether you're buying something from a company like Mark Williams or someone's promoting or helping you. You've got to be able to show that appreciation somehow, some way that actually resonates with those people.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I was just reading something. Someone's trying to move in, asking about a small block coming in and at what weight. And I'm sorry, we're not doing any small blocks.
Hey, no, Jason, they can come in at the 632 weight with one system or 632 weight with two systems.
There you go.
The maximum cubic inch is 632 cubic inches. It's simple math.
If you want to do it that way, pal, let it rip, potato chip.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, finish up the good nights, and I'm going to bed.
All right. Good night, and thank you very much for joining us. And until next week.
See you, everybody.
Ciao.
I'm done. I'm here. Ain't nobody stopping.